Hello, welcome back to the channel again. So this will be episode 11. Hello to my current subscribers, hello to any new people here.
Hello, mother.
So we've got this job lot still, this £80 job lot. So we've done a few videos in the past for this job lot. This is again moving on from this job lot. We've got this. The next thing is this Kodak Step Touch digital print camera thingy majiggy, and we've got 2 more cameras to fix as well. I'm by no means in the business of fixing cameras, but this is just part of the job lot of other broken electrical goodies. So I've got 2 more to do after this one. Hopefully that'll be the last lot in a long time.
Maybe it might never happen again.
So this one's fault is the not powering on, no paper. So this one's a little bit different from the previous cameras we've tried to fix and fixed. It's got a screen as well. So it's got a screen and it prints all at the same time. So if this one could be fixed, then great, because this one's got original box as well, original packaging. So that will be help selling it on if we can repair it anyway. So let's get to it.
Let's do this.
So we've got a manual here, it looks like. Comes with the cable as well, the charging cable, micro USB. That's good. Got some sort of a strapper as well here, so I'm guessing this is what comes with the device. Let's have a quick little visual inspection. I can see some, I don't know if you guys can see this, but in this threaded hole, I'm using that's there for mounting to a tripod or some sort of bracket. But there's bits of plastic in that thread. So this has obviously been used. So it's not just a new return, it's obviously been used and failed. So that's signs of usage straight away. USB port looks good from here. Micro SD card slot looks fine from here. The front of the device, yeah, that looks fine. Oh, okay, that goes down. Is that meant to come up? I'll push that down for the flash. That should return, shouldn't it? Or is there a slide for it? Okay, oh, the screen's integrated with the back cover. And the spring-loaded back cover for the paper. That's quite interesting. That's going to just wear that cable, isn't it? Over time, you'd think. If you open it and close it each time, that's just going to wear the cable for the screen, I would have thought. Yeah, can't see any damages really. So, that's your capture button, I imagine, and then your turn on button. Ah, it pops up as well. Oh, okay, so it does 2 functions. It lifts up the flash and also powers on the device. If I push and hold, nothing seems to be happening. And we're not surprised here. The listing has it as not turning on, so straight away that's correct. Let's see if it pulls any current. So we're drawing 0.04 of an amp, which is not a lot. And then we've also got no status LED lighting up anywhere to say that it's recognising a cable's in and it's charging. It's weird, it went from 0 to then 600 milliamps. Now it's back to 30-40 milliamps. Very sporadic. Is that going to be a charging circuit fault, or is that going to be a battery fault? Or the port itself? Interesting. Does it power on with it plugged in? I feel like I can hear something as well, like a crackle. head to this. Yeah, something going on here. I don't know if you can just pick it up in this in the microphone.
We've been trying to contact you regarding your car's extended warranty.
You hear that just then? Again. So that crackle comes in at at 500 milliamps. So when it goes to 500 milliamps, you hear it. So it just went up to 500. It's doing something. It's some sort of loop it's doing. Maybe it's trying to boot at the same time, but there's something going on. It's not completely dead. It's trying to do something, and this is just jumping up from, I think, was it 3 to 40 milliamps, and then we had 500 milliamps. I think we just have to take this apart. I don't know how easy this is going to be with this screen in place, but the only thing I can see is one screw so far, which is here. I'm guessing the rest is going to be just clips going around this bezel here, I guess. And there's some sort of switch here, I guess, to know the screen's pushed in. Right, let's see if we get this apart. Okay, this is a little bit different, isn't it? I'm guessing this is, I guess these ones here are Kodak's entry level with no screen. I'm guessing these are a bit more pricey. I've not looked up how much these go for, but looking inside straight away, it differs quite a lot to the other ones you've looked at. Quite a big old battery as well we've got there. Okay, so we've got, this does vary quite a lot. What is this doing? Just hanging about. What is that doing? That sits in there. Is it another speaker? Possibly. Only got a negative and a positive, so it's nothing digital, is it? It's just going to be something analog. Just sits in the front. Okay. So we've got the print assembly here. We've got the main board here. We've got the battery, which is, we've got two lots of negative and positive wires and a white wire. So maybe that's some sort of thermistor or something in there. So this must be either in series or parallel, two cells. So let's get the battery out, I guess. Quite surprised it's not held in with any glue or anything. Well, some adhesive there, but it's not really stuck to the battery, is it? It's quite a big battery though. What did it say on here? 1,100 milliamp hours, 7.4 volts. But you can see it's two lithium polymer cells taped together and then connected on this BMS, I guess, and off to the board. Let's just measure it first, see what we get. Because anything like the other one I had that had no power, went power on, the battery was absolutely fine. It was actual the circuit board chip with the print board chip. So I don't know if you can see that. There to there's 5.3. There to there's 5.3. So they are linked together. It's a little bit low, isn't it? 7.4 volts, and we're at 5.3, so we're 2 volts down. So that's a volt on each cell.
You are incredible at math.
It's not flat, but I think that's fine though. Got some sort of thermal pad here on the chip, so this is probably going to be the printer controller chip underneath, if it's like the other ones. Yeah, it's the same manufacturer as before as well. Yeah, so that's probably the printer controller IC, doing the inputs and outputs for basically everything. Doing the screen, doing the printer, doing your buttons, your inputs, your outputs, your speakers and stuff like that. Okay. I'll try and get this board out. So it looks like it's a daughter board as well, there's a board underneath it. We've got a board here for the switches as well. It's quite a compact little device, isn't it? Quite crammed in there, I'd say. Right, how am I going to tackle this? Right, let's just start undoing some screws, shall we? Right, so we've got 3 different boards here. We'll put the printer aside for now. What we could do is connect all this together without the screen or the printer connected and see if it comes on. Could be the screen or the printer is causing issues. Let's try that. Let's get the battery connected, the boards connected back together and see if we have any difference. Okay guys, off camera I've done a bit of soldering. So I'll put on this battery straight to the connector. So we've got 5 pins. The 2 outer pins on each side are joined together. So I've just put the positive on the 2 pins on the left and the negative on the 2 outer pins on the right. That's where the battery comes in as well. So two negatives, 2 positives, and the middle one is a temperature sensor, I believe. So I thought this had a status LED, it doesn't, it's actually a switch. So I thought on the device here, the micro USB port, next to that is a light. It's not a light, it is the reset switch. So you need a drift to push in that switch, and that is here, so that's a reset button as well. So as far as I can see, there's no status LEDs on this board, so there's no indication really of if it's working or not. So we're just going to plug everything back in. Let's just plug in the micro USB. Let's plug the power in. Let's see if we get any change on the meter. So let's turn it on. So we're drawing 800 milliamps, and it's staying. Looks like it's staying steady. Or up to 900, 1 amp. So to me that's charging, but I can't tell other than with the meter because there's no lights on the board to reference or go off. So yeah, okay, looks like we're getting somewhere. It's actually drawing current now, so from my point of view that's trying to charge up this battery. Now this battery's at 7.2 volts or 7.3 volts. So it'll probably go up to 8 volts, something like that, fully charged. But there should be enough power in that to actually turn the device on. So I'm wondering if we can now connect up the printer circuit and the screen and see if we get anything happening. So yeah, let's do that. So we've got somewhere. It's doing something at least. So it could just be the battery.
No.
Right, that's all plugged in. Let's see what we get when we turn it on. I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe nothing. Yeah, nothing. Let's try the reset button. Turn it on again. Nothing. Well, I didn't think it'd be that easy, to be honest. Maybe I could quickly test that switch, make sure that's working. It's part of this housing here, which looks really awkward to get apart. Right, so that's our little board for the flashlight and the power and exposure button. Let's test this switch here. And you can hear it. So I would imagine it does work. So let's just probe and see. Okay, so it's these ones going diagonally. They're open circuit, and then when the switch is pushed in, continuity. So I'm probably going to start with this top board first because this has got the printer controller circuit board IC on there, which is doing the inputs and outputs of basically everything on this device. So this would be a good point of call. So let's just go on the capacitors and whatnot and just check if we've got shorts. So let's do these ground points here. Okay, that's the ground, so let's get that one on that side. Okay, they're fine. That one's got nothing on it. That one's fine. That one's fine. That one's fine. Oh, something there. Right, so we've got a short on this one here. Right, we've got shorts in this area here. So I'm guessing something here or on the other side's causing that. Yeah, everything's shorted here. So I need to find out what's causing these to short, if it's a capacitor that's causing it or another component. Let's just measure the rest. So these two, it's just the one. So this one here as well. Short into ground. So this one here, this one here, and we've got these ones up here. And what's under this bit here? Ah, there is a chip right beneath that. That's that BGA chip, isn't it?
No! God, please, no!
This is going to be the same as everyone, isn't it? So I'm getting lots of shorts. Getting lots of shorts here. And that's right under this printer controller BGA chip. So I'm guessing it's probably going to be that BGA chip. If we remove that, I'm betting the shorts would go. So I've done more checks. There's more shorts coming up now. Maybe I missed them. So these three here. And it appears that these capacitors that are short in here go underneath this board. But I think the chip underneath is at fault. What I'm going to do is attempt to reflow it. If that doesn't do anything, then I'm going to take the chip off and see if those shorts have disappeared. If the shorts disappear with the chip removed, we know that the chip's at fault. And at the moment I don't have the means to do the, or try and do the reballing of the chips. So I've got the jig and the stencil, however it's not quite there. It's a cheap jig and cheap stencils and they just don't match up very well. Alright, let's we'll reflow it first. see what this looks like under the microscope. Different, all 4 sides. Still very hot. I mean, that doesn't look great here. So I've done the checks again. We've tried to reflow this. There's no difference at all. So we'll take this off and see if the shorts disappear, which I suspect it's gonna be the case. Right, as you can see, the solder's starting to solidify on the chip, or the grid where the chip was placed. So none of them are touching either, which is good. Right, shall we see if those shorts have disappeared? I'm going to say they have. Right, back over here again. Right, let's have a look-sees. Yeah. So only one side is ground, that's how it should be. So that's gone. Yeah, just as I thought, it's that BJ chip. How frustrating. So again, we've come down to this chip. Quite a high failure rate on these chips. I mean, that's the second one now. And they all seem to share all these digital print cameras, no matter if it's a Kodak or a live print, or whatever the manufacturer is, they all use this brand and manufacturer of chip to control the printer, assembly, other inputs and outputs, the camera itself. They all use this chip. And for whatever reason, it just decides to fail and cause shorts across the board. What's this here? No, that's just flux. Yeah, that's just flux. But like I said, I can't get these chips from last time on episode 5. I'll look again, have a hard look, but I don't think I'm going to have any success with this. This is probably going to be another donor machine. Yeah. Well, you can't win them all, can you? You can't win them all, unfortunately. But like I said, this will... Again, I'll look again for the chip. I'm probably not going to be able to get a chip. This will be a parts device. So if I come across another one of these printer camera things, then yeah, by all means, we've got parts for it. We can salvage. So again, it's not a complete loss. We can use this for spares and repairs. Yeah, on to the next one. So again, I appreciate the last couple of videos have been cameras. We've got these two to do. This one's stuck in. So funny enough, it's the same one as I had on episode 10. A pink one, another pink one. Again, matches my eyes. Button stuck. So that's going to be say a quick and easy fix, but the last episode that was quite hard to change that button. So we'll see. I might just use the existing button and just make sure it's actually anchored in place properly. If that's the same problem. This one, it comes on apparently, but it also turns off intermittently. So that could be anything. So yeah. But once those cameras are done, we'll move on to another job lot where there's different items on this one. There's speakers and other bits and pieces, not just cameras. So yeah, we'll move on to other bits later on. And unfortunately, this one's not going to be fixed.
I'm very, very sorry.
Sad times, very sad times. But yeah, this is a very complicated little device. I mean, compared to these ones, it's just got one circuit board. It's got several boards. Yeah, this is obviously a premium version of their Instaprint cameras, Kodak. So yeah, on to the next thing. On to the next device. So that's a loss now. So the counter's going to go up now to a loss. Aww. But hopefully the next episode we have a win. We'll make up for it on the next episode. And in future, I will probably not buy these ever again to repair. They're just not worth it. It's just too many times now these chips fail. It's just not worth it. It's a shame. It is a shame because that's stopping us from making this device work. One chip is causing all these problems. But yeah, right. Enough waffling. I will see you guys on the next episode. Goodbye.
Goodbye.